Buckle up, Winifred! This is my book talk on The Secret History. The author of The Secret History is Donna Tartt, and the genre is realistic fiction, mystery, thriller. Known as the author of the Pulitzer Prize-winning book The Goldfinch, along with The Little Friend, born in 1963, she was a bookish child, and when she was 5, she wrote her first poem. When she was 13, she had one of her sonnets published. And there is a tiny photo of her. Here's a more intimate one. The story takes place in an elite Vermont New England college called Hampton College. It also takes place in the apartments and flats of the 5 classic students, along with the luxury cabins and lake houses that they stay in at various times. Here's a really pretty picture of a library. The main character is a young man named Richard Papin, who luckily gets a scholarship to Hampton through his extensive Greek studies. He came from a small home in California with nothing but a passion for Greek literature and language. As Richard delves deeper into the world created by his professor Julian, he becomes exposed and witnesses dark wrongdoings amongst his group, and eventually gets caught up into the guilty party. A college student named Richard Papin joins a Greek literature and classics class and befriends 5 eccentric students in the class. After studying Bacchus, the god of wine, merriment, and madness, they find ways to reach the god's level of insanity. They have to learn how to cover up the crimes they've done while under his influence and ensure their secrets remain secrets forever. The mood is best described as dark, studious, and romantic. Beauty and aesthetic is a key theme in the novel and is addressed in many ways, such as the characters, the dialogue, and the scenery. Focusing on the characters, for example, they do awful things and their worst traits are so strong, however, are considered beautiful in a physical and mental way by the narrator and by other characters. I enjoyed this book a great deal, mainly for the way Tartt described things, using cute words and phrases to allow readers to have a strong and vivid visual of everything being seen. She allows us to see right through the pages and makes everything so much easier to understand. It also makes the theme of beauty stand out by describing everything as very pleasant and mystical. The chill sky, misty with fine rain near the treetops, made even the familiar landscape around Hampton seem indifferent and remote. The valleys were white with fog, and the top of Mount Cataract was entirely obscured, invisible in the cold haze. Not being able to see it, that omniscient mountain which grounded Hampton and its environs in my senses, I found it difficult to get my bearings, and it seemed as if we were heading into strange and unmarked territory, though I had been down this road 100 times in all weathers. Henry drove rather fast, as he always did, the tires whining on the wet black road and water spraying high on either side. Do I recommend? Yes, I 100% recommend this book to anyone looking for something entertaining to read. It has a little bit of everything, so it's got something for just about anyone. It explores themes such as romance, friendship, scholarship, historical influence, sexuality, mystery, thriller. It is a little bit of a slower read, so if you have to skip to 87, it won't kill you. Don't kill me, Winnie, I'm sorry. Why should you go and buy this book? Well, as said previously, this book definitely has at least 1 or 2 things to offer to anyone who would read it, including entertainment. This book in particular appealed to me because there is a certain emotional vulnerability that we see in each character in different forms. No matter what we're reading, we're always looking for something or someone to connect to, and Tartt made a new way to connect to the characters. Donna was also very keen on making everything follow the narrator, Richard, allowing us to see the world through someone else's eyes. As I said before, everything is intricately and meticulously described, which is as Richard sees the world. This opens him up to us and shows us his tragic flaw, a morbid longing for the picturesque at all costs. Yet another connection we share with him. We made it to the end. Such a blast. I loved it. Just kidding. But that's all I have to say.